Up to now this year, Parker's annual total harvest has reached 20 kilograms of gold, but this is only 15% of the annual target of 120 for kilogram. With higher goals and fewer available personnel, they don't have much room for mistakes this year. Moreover, everyone's workload and pressure have increased significantly. To catch up on progress quickly, Parker has arranged for Rick to go to the Indian River area to open the second mining site. Rick, who joined Parker's team as a rookie 5 years ago, has now grown into an almost all-around right-hand man. He has become almost an all-around right-hand man on the Indian and Jade side. To remove the overburden, Rick brought in 3 trucks. He hopes to officially start the soil screening of the material yard within 2 weeks. He also urgently wants to prove himself to Parker, but at this starting stage, Rick receives a call. His grandfather has just passed away. Now he has to go back for his grandfather's funeral. He has to inform Parker, although he will probably be back in 5 days. But there are no major events in the Indian and Jade at the moment, and in the early stages of the material yard, there will be many unexpected situations. This is bad news for Parker. Parker can understand Rick's feelings. He can only let Rick go back quickly. After all, his grandfather, Old John, passed away only 2 months ago. Parker has to face the problem of lack of manpower in the team. They start working overtime, working more than 12 hours a day. Basically, they have to work until 10 p.m. However, in today's excavation process, Parker unexpectedly digs a hole underground. This whole layer, harder than rocks, is the most feared thing for all Klondike gold miners. With only him and Tyson, they can't quickly resolve it. To quickly open the cover layer on the frozen ground, exposing the frozen ground to the sun, to accelerate the melting of the ice blocks. To complete all of this before the frozen ground starts melting, he needs to bring back the people and equipment from the Indian River area. With only him and Tyson, the speed won't be fast enough. Otherwise, this place will become impassable. But he doesn't know how to tell him. After all, independent mining is Rick's passion for this year. But if there is no output in the Indian and Jade, Parker won't get a penny. He has to make sure one of the material yards has a weekly gold output first, and if Scribe Yunashi doesn't have any soil to wash in the future, Parker won't get a single cent. He must ensure that one of the material yards has a continuous output. A week's time has passed quickly. Parker has separated the gold harvested this week, and today happens to be the 5th day since Rick left. He just returned to the mining site before Parker weighed the gold. Parker needs to harvest more than 4.65 kilograms of gold per week. It looks like pure gold without impurities. Now Parker needs to harvest more than 4.65 kilograms of gold per week. Now he starts the gold weighing for this week. It looks like pure gold without impurities, constantly pouring into the scale. When Parker poured all the gold into the scale, their gold harvest for the week is revealed. They harvested 148.2 ounces this week, equivalent to 460 grams of gold, although it still didn't reach the 4.65 kilograms of gold harvest. This week is much better than the previous 2 weeks. There is only a very small gap from the annual goal. The team members didn't feel disappointed, but rather considered it a good start. After all, they have felt the weekly harvest is increasing. At this time, Parker also briefly explained what happened this week to Rick. After all, when Rick returned to the mining site, he went straight to the gold house. Parker admitted, all work in the Indian River area can only be temporarily suspended because the frozen layer of Scribe Yunashi. He has already tied all the people and equipment. Parker needs the gold here to maintain a continuous output. When Rick asked, when can production resume in the Indian River bath, Parker cannot give a specific answer. It depends on the area of the frozen layer of the material yard and the melting situation. Upon hearing such a response, Rick didn't say anything. Discontent, he left. He felt quite frustrated. The Indian River bath was his debut stage, but little did he know, due to various issues, he had been unable to showcase himself there.